Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing an Annie game, and yeah, Annie is in quite a damage heavy team, because everyone except for Nasus is kinda built for damage. So we'll have to see how that works out. Doesn't seem that they have a jungler, and the enemy team doesn't have a jungler either. Keep in mind, these are the new icons for everything, and they are still playing with the old ones. So this is old masteries. Oh, excellent.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, it's a shame I missed that, because that happens so often. Yeah, if you're in a low level game, never do that. I mean, the higher level games that you normally see on my channel, you see that people are actually protecting the jungler early game, and this never happens. But in the lower levels, you get these kind of tricks, because people think it's really pro to wait in the bushes until the enemy comes in, and then to try to kill them. But yeah, it's a 50-50 shot, and you should never do it. Yeah, you should just let them wait in the bushes and use clairvoyance to scout them, or just, like, if you're in top and they are waiting here, you can walk here with the minions and just stand right here. In the meantime, Brand is getting killed because he was really overextended. He shouldn't be. He should be around where Annie is. Annie is at the right place. She's still getting poked a lot by what's her name? Caitlyn. But yeah, it's not so much a problem.
An ally has been slain.
I mean, she doesn't get killed. She has her stun up, so yeah, she can now stun someone, obviously. That. And yeah, taking the Adorn's Ring first, which is a fine choice. It's not my favorite choice, but it's a good choice. It gives you some extra health, and that normally works when you're in the mid lane. But in the top lane you don't really need that, or, well, in this case top or bottom, because both of them are 2v2 lanes. But so far she's been doing okay. She's using a spray thingy on the minions. Yeah, Wincherman, I did that. No, he called it spray thingy in one of our games earlier, and I said I would use that in the next Annie game I did, so there you go. Spray thingy. Obviously everyone knows it's called incinerate. And disintegrate, and molten shield. I only know Timmers, to be honest. I normally call it the AoE or something like that, or W. Anyway, Annie going home, buying some boots and 3 health potions, and coming back to the lane. So this is going to be quite a long game. And yeah, Ness is reconnecting. Thought he rage quit there, which isn't uncommon. Unfortunately, I really wish they would do something about it instead of just letting these people... Oh wow, nice. But instead of letting these people not play for like 1 day, they should really ban the rage quitters for like a week first time. Because, well, depending on how much they play. I mean, if you play every day, then banning them for 2 days, I guess, is punishment enough. But most of these people, they play like once every week, so it doesn't really matter if they get banned for 1 day. And then, well, that's why you get so many rage quits, because people can just keep playing their normal schedule, and still, if they get annoyed by something, they can still just leave the game and just ignore everyone else because they won't see them again anyway. So bottom lane is losing hard. It's not even funny. What just stunned this guy? There's nobody with a stun here. Anyway, staying top. And he has the Molten Shield up now, which protects versus AD and AP, which is great, because Annie is rather squishy.
An ally has been slain.
So yeah, they finally get something done here in bottom lane, getting a 1-for-2 trade. Or 2-for-1, I should say. Oh, nice stun. Unfortunately, Annie did not have her stun up, but she still gets the damage done. And she gets killed. Obviously versus Yi it's really hard to, well, to stay alive. He's not that hard to kill. As you can see, he has no tankiness at all. He has 27 and 28% reduced damage, which is not a lot. I mean, we see a whole lot more normally on champions. But yeah, but Yi is all dependent on his lifesteal. So if you can stun him, and especially with the double stun that they have, you can just stun him and nuke him down, and then he pretty much dies. So they are getting Kog'Maw here now, which is interesting to say the least. Because Kog'Maw, yeah, really does a lot of damage, but is really squishy. Oh wow, and Twisted Fate coming in as well, so that's 4 versus 2, and that's time to leave the lane. Again with the spray thingy. And now, yeah, now they just... Oh, that's a shame that wasn't a stun. Yeah, as Annie, you should try to always keep your stun up. So, use the W whenever you can if you don't have it up. And there we go, getting a lot of damage done. Yeah, use that. Come on. Die, Yi. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, stun is not up, so Annie cannot really do anything against Caitlyn. Well, and she has way too low mana by now. She should probably go back to get some more mana. And that's exactly what she's going to do, I think. No, still staying in. Still staying in. Apparently waiting for some amount of gold or for Brand to come back in lane. No, just some amount of gold. So anyway, stun is up now, and we are going to attack the turret here. There's probably nobody coming because everyone's mid. And yeah, that really wasn't the best use of the crystal arrow. But this definitely wasn't the best use of Twisted Fate's ability. Whatever. That was completely stupid. Teleporting in at like, I don't know, 30% health between two turrets, knowing that there's no way that you won't be taking a shot out of that, and then yeah, one volley and you die. And they're doing a good job of farming, and Yeah, only has 38 minion kills, but that's because she's been sharing with Brand, who has 25. But she's been farming pretty well, considering what we normally see from teams without a jungler. Yeah, this is very decent. Obviously, with the basic attack of Annie, it's really hard to farm because it doesn't do a lot of damage. It only does 72 damage now. Oh, nice stun! Wow, epic stun there. Yeah, stuns in third range always do a lot of damage. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. So Tibber is going to attack Caitlyn here. Doing a little bit of damage. She does have lifesteal, so it's not a whole lot, but it's okay. It's definitely worth it. Tibbers isn't very useful for the rest. He can clear out minion waves when you have well, large AP. But for the rest, no, not so much. So stun is up once again. Brand always has his stun up, obviously, because it's just his Q. And it has like, I don't know, 6-second cooldown, something like that. Even less. And there we go, with the stun. And oh, getting killed here because Brand wasn't paying attention. Brand should have stunned him. And with a stun, they could have gotten a kill on Yi. Anyway, Brand now in some trouble with. Oh no, it's not too bad. Thought they were going to pressure a little bit more, but apparently they're just staying back and just letting Brand do his thing and just letting him get all the minions. Anyway, Annie's in mid now. Didn't charge up her stun, which is a mistake, I think. Could have gotten the kill there. Yeah, charging up your stun is really, really important. And yeah, if you get the stun in a situation like that, you normally get the kill.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nice arrow from Edge there. And a nice steal by Annie. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, steals can be really good. Because sometimes someone would get away otherwise, or yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about steals at all. I mean, I steal too much myself, playing supports all the time. And supports normally don't get kills, but yeah, I like to chip in. And every now and then I will get a kill, and most of those kills are actually just plain steals, because I don't do a whole lot of damage. Anyway, we see Caitlyn trying to protect the turret, but it's way too late. They should have just, they should have gone in and attacked the turret and then immediately jumped on Caitlyn, but Caitlyn now gets away. But Ash should, with the BF sword, would have been able to kill the turret before it did significant damage to them. And they could have gotten a kill, I think. Oh, Annie, don't shop before you're actually in the shop. Oh, nice. Yeah, she's going to die for that, but it's okay. That was nicely done. That was really nicely done. I mean, Kog'Maw should have had that kill. Kog'Maw should have had that kill without dying, and yeah. Apparently he didn't want to, or something. Oh, this guy teleporting in and dying. Whatever. This Twisted Fate is so bad, and he calls other people noobs. It's such... Yeah, these are such good examples of... Well, several of the theories on... yeah, on why people think they are good when they really aren't. But it's because they don't see their mistakes and they just blame others that they think they are excellent players. Yeah, that's a shame. Couldn't get the slow off. And Annie once again with the stun up, healing up with some health potions. Now then you can stack health potions so you can add a second one to the queue, and you will just use that one right after the first one is finished, so they no longer cancel each other like they did in the first place. And yesterday I saw that Timo actually has a timer on his mushrooms now, so you can see when your next mushroom is up. And I'm assuming, because they had that one on Karma for a long time for her mantra, I think it's called, the replacement of the ultimate. And they didn't have that on other champions, so I hope they have one on Heimer as well since the last patch, but I'm not sure obviously, because I haven't played it, so otherwise I would know. Oh, I did play it. That's strange. I didn't notice it, and I did notice it on Timo. And it's a good thing. And we have a caller, so I'm going to put you on auto camera. And I'll be right back.
An ally has been slain.
And we're back. So, yeah, we saw Annie defending the turret quite successfully. And unfortunately she was all alone, otherwise they would have gotten a whole lot more kills. And let's take it off of auto follow. And yeah, if you want to send in your own game, you can. You first have to download the replay system. It's found on leakreplays.com, I think it's called. Yeah, it's quite well known. So as long as you, wow, that was a lot of damage, by the way. As long as you know how to Google or how to ask questions on YouTube, people will guide you to the right thing. And yeah, this Nasus just got killed for no reason. Anyway, then you take the replay file, you rename it, giving me kind of an indication of the champion you played, and if you played Domination or 3v3, please include that in the game name as well. And maybe, I don't know, add something. Yeah, you can add whatever you want. I mean, that's cool. And then you send it to me at casualprogamer@hotmail.com, which is really easy, obviously, to remember. And they should really go for a dragon every now and then. But anyway. Yeah, you just send it to me and you include the champion name and the game mode in the title. Plus, if you have a really nice score line or something like that, or if you have something that is amazing about the game, just include that in the title as well. Because, yeah, I don't watch all of the emails at first. Wow, this brand is so fat. But yeah, I just pick the replays from the titles. So if I want to do an Annie game, I'm just looking for Annie in the titles. And if your game is called Amazing League of Legends game, then I will probably never open it. Or, well, it takes me quite a while at least. And if you want to send multiple games, please send multiple emails. Because the way I work is I select on the title, as I said. So once the email has been opened, once it's read, I no longer open it, because then I know I've already done the game. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty easy. Please stick to the guidelines. That makes it so much easier for me, and it also makes it, well, more likely that I will actually pick one of your games. Also, if you have, if it's the first time you send in a game, or at least if you've never had a game on my channel, you can include that in the title as well. Yeah, you'll have to make some kind of abbreviation for that, because, well, the title only can get so many characters in it, but I'm sure you'll manage. But yeah, I'm trying to get games from multiple people on my channel. It's just fun to watch different playstyles. It also, yeah, I don't think it's necessary to have only the good players on my channel, because, well, why should I? There's no reason to only have good players here. It's good to see that players make mistakes, because that's what you learn from. You don't learn from watching the really good players do something that you cannot do anyway. Like Annie now is using her Molten Shield when there's no one around, and that's probably a mistake. So I noticed that because I know that's a mistake, but if I didn't point it out, I know that 90% of people wouldn't actually see that as a mistake. And he's going to survive. Wow. Yep, they're going to survive this. No problem. So, yeah, she should have used it right when the fighting started, because that was when she needed the magic resist, and the armor that it provides, and it provides 50. No, hang on. It provides 40 armor and magic resist, and that's a huge deal because of her low armor and magic resist naturally. Well, it's not entirely natural because he has a Nectron cloak, and yeah, that adds to the armor and magic resist, obviously. Well, no, that adds to the magic resist. Duh. So apparently she does have quite a big amount of armor. Didn't know that. Annie? Dude. Tibbers coming in and doing some nice damage here. Wow. So yeah, that was nicely done. Obviously she could have dodged the ultimate from Kog'Maw. And they are now going to take down this turret, I'm assuming, because, well, they have so much AD that they should be able to take down the turrets, no problem. And yeah, this guy is really scared. Oh, that's because he's building really stupid things. Yeah, Nessus only does damage with his Q, that's what he does, and you don't need any damage items on him. You want full armor, everything, and I don't know why they're not pushing. They should have pushed this. There were still 2 guys dead. They could have gotten an extra turret out of that, but yeah, okay. So they are going to kill this Yi because he was backdooring, and that's never good. And this lane is also pushing quite hard. And he's probably not the one to pick that up, but yeah, okay. So yeah, this guy is completely useless. We can probably see that in his score. 2 and 8, yep. And yeah, he should really, being the only tanky one on the team, he should really not go for damage. He should really just go for some tanky items. And in the meantime we see Brand owning the brand. And yeah, then TF getting killed. Nicely done. Nicely done. Annie is probably going to die out of this. Oh, yeah, he was dead anyway, so no reason for Ashe to take the hit. Ashe, just kill him. Ah, Ashe just running out. Ashe does have some nice movement speed here. 432. And he just using his ultimate, it seems, to get out of that. I don't know. It didn't show the little icon on the top left, but it seems he had a huge amount of movement speed. But it can also be just the LoL replay system, because it bugs every now and then when someone, well, the one that's making the replay, so Annie in this case, is not watching the fight where I am watching. And I really hope they will be able to fix that at some point. Yeah, unfortunately the LoL replay system is not, or it's not a replay system, it's an observer mode, a spectator mode. It's not what I would have hoped it to be. It's going to be only for custom games, and it's only allowing 2 people to observe a game. And yeah, it's because they are afraid of cheating, and yeah, there are like 2 million ways to prevent that. But yeah, still they decided to only make it for custom games. What are you going to do, Annie? Are you going to do Baron on your own? Anyway, I had hoped they would replace the LoL replay system with one of their own, where we could actually watch all of the health bars and all of the data, basically. But yeah, it's not going to happen. At least not anytime soon. And yeah, if they really wanted to make this into an esport, you really need replays, because people need to learn from each other. And yeah, this kind of crap shouldn't happen in the replays. But yeah, they're very much afraid that people will start cheating with the data coming from the server. Because if you get sent all of the data from your enemies, so where they are and what their health is, you can basically cheat with that. You can write a program which reveals all the data on the screen, kind of a map hacks, and yeah, you can solve that really easily. I mean, you can solve that in a lot of ways, but the really easy way to do that is to store all of the data on the server. I mean, it's like 5 megabytes per 5 to 10 megabytes per game, and after the game you can ask people whether they want to download that file, and it's as easy as that. I mean, that way the data is only on the server, it's not on anything else, and people can just download the replay file, and they will get the same replay file that the LoL replay system now uses, and they can just use that file to rewatch the game, but with all of the positions of all of the champions and all of the health bars and everything, basically. So yeah, the file size will probably double by doing that, because now you only see the purple team and then you would see 2 teams, so it's probably going to double or something like that, but that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, they can do that in so many ways to reduce the server load. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's just not one of their priorities, because their priority is making money, and this is not giving you any money, so they don't do that. Anyway, we see some fighting going on, and I'm trying to keep track of all of it. There's not a whole lot of things to talk about here, because it's just all one-on-one fights. Yeah, like this. I don't know. Anyway, it's an assisted kill versus an unassisted kill, so I guess, yeah, it's worth it for one of the two. Because I didn't actually catch which color was which. Oh, hang on, I can see that here. So it was actually worth it for... I forgot. I forgot which one is the first. Whether this one... So the first one kills the second one, or the second one kills the first one. Yeah. That's correct. So once again, Dragon up, Baron up, no wards. And if you want to become a better player, learn to use wards. I mean, that's the only thing you really need to learn, because that's really unnatural to spend money on things that you don't really need or seem to need. Yeah, Baron is really low, but not low enough to actually... Wow! Oh, sorry. Yeah, not getting that one because Ashe wasn't paying attention. They could have killed the Twisted Fate easily if Ashe wasn't running the other way. Yeah. Although Nasus is the worst player in human history, he is right in this case. With the exception of the Y instead of the U. But he's 2-11 now, and he still didn't get the idea of, oh, let's build some more tankiness. And he does have my my most hated item on him, the Chalice of Harmony. Because Chalice of Harmony really is only useful in very limited situations on a few champions. But yeah, getting something that gives you more mana when you're really low isn't really useful. You want something that keeps you high on mana, not keeps you from running out of mana. Because as you can see now, he has 1000 mana, which is a lot, which is way more than he can spend. And is he actually going to? No, he's going to die. No problem. No problem. And Brand's going to die. Oh, Annie doing a nice job here. 18 and 8 with 14 assists, so has been in a lot of fights, which is good. Probably in the most fights. 29, yeah, so. Well done. I mean, being in the middle of the fighting is good. And Annie is really a spike damage dealer, so she does all of her damage at once. And then just runs out. Normally, leaving Tibbers in, obviously, because having Tibbers in the fight is really useful. He does a lot of AoE damage, especially with 500 AP. And she still had the time or the common sense to build Banshee's Veil here, which is really awesome. I like that, because Banshee's Veil will protect her against most of the enemy champions. Twisted Fate has a lot of AD, obviously. Kog'Maw has mostly AP, or no, magic damage that he does, because the Arcane Barrage does magic damage. The ultimate does magic damage, and only the basic attacks don't do magic damage. Yi has his Elf Strike, which does magic damage, and Brand, the one that does all the damage. Or the most damage, at least, from what we saw. Yeah, he does all magic damage, so combine that with the Molten Shield, and it's definitely good. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, she doesn't have anything for this this Yi, but Yi is still going to die. So a little bit of extra health on the Rod of Ages and the Banshee's Veil as well. I don't really like Archangel's Staff because it doesn't provide any defensive stats. I much rather would have Rod of Ages and well, either the Hourglass, so to provide some extra armor, or the Abyssal Scepter to provide some extra magic resist, and in this case the extra armor would come in quite handy. Annie should probably back off here, because if the enemy comes, yeah, she's pretty much screwed. So yeah, once again, stun is up. Stun is always up, it seems, which is good now. But early game, yeah, really you should try to use your skills in such a way that you always have your stun up. And in that case, spamming the Molten Shield to get the stun up is actually good. But later game, you really shouldn't do that. Getting hit by something. Oh, no, could have stunned him. There we go. Oh, Annie in the front of the fight. Yeah, she doesn't have that much tankiness. Nobody has. And they still risk losing because the Nasus is so bad. So Twisted Fate is going AFK and says that they should report all of the others. Whatever. So yeah, if Nasus only built some more tankiness, he could just run in, slow someone, hit some Qs, and allow his team to basically stun and nuke them. Because it's so easy to nuke these guys down. None of them have any HP or, well, anything basically. And as you can see from this example here. So Annie is still in base, trying to clean up the minions. Yeah. As you can see, the minions are pretty equal on everyone except for Kog'Maw, who has a lot more than everyone else. And Twisted Fate is getting out of this. Wow. Oh, wow. That was one crit. Come on, push the turrets. No. No. Well done. Whatever. Oh, that did a lot of damage. That could have definitely been a kill. Yeah, you want to start off with Tibbers, especially if you have stun up, because he does AoE damage, damage over time, basically. And the longer he's in the fight, the more damage he does. It's as easy as that. And Twisted Fate's still thinking that he is a good player, even though he is probably very low, 10 and 16. So yeah, on this whole team, 10 and 16 is probably the lowest. No, Master Yi is lower. But even Caitlyn did better, although her... yeah, she didn't get that many kills, but that's because they all have damage. And you can only... well, you can only have so many people getting kills if everyone does damage. And that's why it's not really useful to have all damage dealers. So anyway, going for the Abyssal Scepter here, I like that. I would have liked armor a little bit more, obviously, because, well, there's a lot of AD on the enemy team. But getting high armor values is apparently inherent to Annie. Because with her shield up, she has 131 armor, which is huge. I mean, that is so much. Yeah, 137 magic resist without the shield. That's good. That's really good. But yeah, the Kog'Maw didn't go... oh, now he has Blood Razors. So now he does even more magic damage, making the Abyssal Scepter even better. And I don't know what the range is on the Abyssal Scepter, but it seems that it's good. I mean, these guys, yeah, there you go. You could have seen the range from that, because once she runs into range, you get this little icon. Yeah, this guy is just getting killed instantly. And Annie therefore gets killed as well, but fortunately they do pick up some kills for that. So it's 5 for 4. And yeah, Xin Zhao should not bother with the minions at all. He should just run into this and kill this. Oh, he's already here. Never mind. GG! So nice game. Yeah, a little bit of work required on getting the stun up early game, but for the rest, nicely done. Especially for the level we are at. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm comparing it to the rest of the game. And it was definitely a nice play. So, good stuns. Overall good play. So, thanks for sending this. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.